Hello. I don't know why I looked at the mic. I have to look at the camera. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Yakuza 7. I'm excited to continue playing. Before we get into it, though, I do want to... we have no one here, this time. I do want to discuss, though, that I am, quite excited. Because, so, if I don't know if I made it clear before, but essentially, the next marathon I'm doing is either, how do I do a, like, visual representation of this? I guess I can't really because I don't have the DS cartridges near me, so I can't really do a visual representation, but, I guess I can just say, I guess I could hold that game up if I wanted to. Can I move? Oh no, it's on the game still. Yeah, shit. Just wanted to see if it would be easier to, check Discord and stuff like that. Which is, meh. Actually, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna see if I can. Hopefully this doesn't fuck up. Whoop! Alright. Just move that down a bit. That's all I want. Cool. Alright. Okay. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. I just wanted to fix that. So back to what I was saying. So the next marathon, which I don't know when that's gonna be, because there's a couple of games I want to play. And all sorts of shit. It's a couple of games I want to play. There's just, I want to take a break from doing a marathon considering how long this one was. Oh god. I don't know why the green screen is having trouble with that. But all sorts of shit, right? And, I overall want to do the next marathon maybe in January or February. Something like that. Somewhere around there. Hopefully. Because the capture card is kind of fucked right now. It's either, like, it's something. I think it's the Windows update. It's not even the capture card itself. It's the Windows update that, like, recently that somehow fucked it up. So hopefully there's a new update that fixes this problem, because Windows really isn't impressing me right now, and the fact that that fucked up the capture card really upsets me. But I don't know. Hopefully there's a fix to that. But anyways, the next marathon was either going to be Metal Gear, which luckily I have 5 on the PC, like on Steam. And as for the other games, I have it all right here. Just every single game, all in this package. So, like I was excited to do a Metal Gear marathon. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Get my brother into the series, have him enjoy it like I do, and play some of the games that I didn't get to play, because turns out Metal Gear Solid Free on this collection requires that you have a DualShock Free. I don't know why. It just like glitches up if you don't, and you aren't able to start the game. It's kind of similar to the DMC HD collection on the PS3. It's like, yeah, it glitches up if you start DMC Free without a like PS3 controller, like a DualShock Free. So that sucks, but whatever. I have a DualShock Free now, like a working one that's wired, so I don't have to worry about like possibly dying. I mostly would just have to worry about the wire, but overall, as long as I can treat the wire correctly, it's all good. So that should be fine. So yeah, I'd love to do a Metal Gear marathon, or I was going up with the choice of also doing a Phoenix Wright marathon, like an Ace Attorney. Well, not Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, because obviously later on in the line it's not Phoenix Wright. In fact, we're gonna switch over to the stream section, just show it so I can show this just so I can show this. We'll like start the game soon, but I just want to show it. Shit, I completely forgot that that's there. Okay, so here's what I want to show the layouts. So here's what one of them looks like. This should activate the Metal Gear one. You're gonna notice some weird things. Yeah. So there we go. The Metal Gear border is a bit wacky. I have to fix this because this part is kind of like, clipping through. I'll fix this at a later point. But there's this one with Mother Base in the background. You got Shadow Moses as the whole thing. and then you got the Foxhound logo above. I like this one, as well as the text. I got all the Metal Gear text there. Tried my best to find workarounds for some shit, because some of it looked weird. But overall, I like it. I like how the text of it looks and everything. And then, here's the Ace Attorney one. That is not correct. Actually, is it? I guess that is the background image, because I didn't think of a background image yet. Yeah, I forgot. I wanted to change the background. So this is the current background image, because I don't have anything yet. I'm trying to think of what I could do. I guess I could do Phoenix's office. That wouldn't be a bad idea. That'd be a pretty good idea for the, like, background image. I'll probably do that. But yeah, and this is it. So there's the courtroom, you got the objection of the chat, all that. You got the text like written out exactly how it would in game. I love it. I love both of these borders. I put a lot of work into them, and as a result they look amazing, and I'm excited to just have these borders. Now, the thing is, I was scared about this border, the Phoenix Wright border, and why you may be, or why... You may be wondering, sorry, I'm really tired. You may be wondering that, like, well, why are you worried about this border? It looks great and everything. Slight problem that I realized. This, right here, the game, it works for the, like, trilogy, for, like, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and Trials and Tribulations, right? I can do all that on Steam, or even like on a fucking game console, but I doubt it. I'm probably gonna do it on Steam. Like, I'm gonna purchase the games on Steam. So, no problem there. Can set the correct aspect ratio, have it there, you know. And I also want to show my brother some Ace Attorney shit, because he's also never, like, played those games. And I kind of want to have him play it, and I'm by the side, like, you know, doing some voice acting or helping out if he really needs help. In a way, it'd be like his own thing, but I want to have him there, like, trying to figure it out. And then if we get to a game that I have not played yet, then, well, I mean, okay, let me get to that first. Okay, so, I was worried, right? Because I'm like getting way too ahead of myself. I'm getting too excited. So I was worried because of this, right? Like, the trilogy would be no problem, but it's after the trilogy, like Apollo Justice and the 3DS games, that I was like, fuck, I need to make a DS border. And then, by some, like, two things happened, right? One, the whole capture card situation, which kind of fucks over me doing Metal Gear. So there was that. And then two, just to add to that, by some fucking gift of, like, fate. It's fitting because we're doing Yakuza 7 today. And, you know, we've been doing it, like, we were building up to it for the marathon. Ace Attorney 7 got leaked. And I was hyped as shit. I'm like, fuck. Now I have a reason to do the marathon. I might still have to fix the border. I don't know. Because that leads me to my second point. What also got leaked was the Japanese game that I forgot the like name of. It's like DGS, and like that's the short, you know, acronym type of version for it. Which, you know, that was cool that it was getting announced as like a localization. I'm like, oh shit, nice localization. And then they announced, or not announced, but there was one more thing leaked. Another trilogy with Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice. Like, it's essentially the Apollo Justice trilogy. There's the Phoenix trilogy and there's the Apollo Justice. I know Phoenix is technically, like, in all three of those games of the second trilogy, but the game more so focuses on Apollo, right? Like, he's in every single one of those, and, like, he's definitely a main focus. What the fuck? Oh, because of the mouse. Let's move that over there. So, yeah. That was fucking insane to see. Like, oh shit. a second trilogy. And I'm hoping it comes out soon. Because I would love to not have to worry about emulators and shit. And also just have that, like, just have it on PC. Right? Because my biggest problem with Spirit of Justice is I don't own it. That's one big, like, of my biggest problems. It's the one mainline game. The one mainline game I do not own. And number two, well, I don't even know if I was listing reasons. I guess number two in terms of the problems I have with it, because it's a 3DS game, and it was one that I'd like to say, like, it's not a bad game, from what I've heard. It's pretty good. Music in it is great, I can say that for a fact. And there's a lot of, like, great shit that I've seen to it. But here's the thing, right? It kind of felt like Capcom just dropped it. Like, I don't know. It was just like yep, here's the next Ace Attorney game. It's nice. It's cool. Alright, we have some nice, like, anime scenes like we did in the Dual Destinies, and also some nicely animated breakdowns and all that shit. Alright, continuing on. Like, it felt like just like yeah, here it is. Okay, bye. Like, that's what it felt like. And I totally forgot Spirit of Justice existed for a while. And even though now, obviously, I know it exists, and I constantly remember it does, it's on the 3DS. Like, that, it's like, sometimes I forget I have a 3DS. Not to say that I don't use it that often. It's like, I use it decently often, but, like, dude, it was on, like, when did Spirit of Justice get, oh, I can't even, actually, I'll search it on my phone. Here. Let me, because I can just voice command search it. When did Phoenix Wright, wait, shit. It's gonna be like, wait, what? What did you just ask? When did Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice release? Okay, so it was released June 9, 2016. Now, June 9, 2016, let me keep that in mind. When did the Nintendo Switch release? So it released, yeah, so March 3, 2017. That was, holy shit, I was almost going to say a year, but that's not even correct. June 6th, like, dude, that's like less than a year. Less than a year, they just dropped the next Phoenix Wright game, and the Switch came out. Like, later on. I think that's the biggest thing of, like, because it was essentially, like, people were hyped for the Switch. There was so much shit getting announced for the Switch that everybody's like, whoa, like, this new Mario game, the Breath of the Wild, like, all this shit. You know, we were getting some, like, gameplay of it. And then it's like, oh, yeah, right, here's fucking Phoenix Wright on the 3DS. I don't know. To me, it's like, fucking hell. Like, it felt like a thing that Capcom just kind of... And it's weird, right? Because that was the year, I'd say, like, Capcom was making a comeback. And just randomly, like, it was cool to get a Phoenix Wright game. Or an Ace... either or works, I suppose. But it's like, it was cool to get a new Ace Attorney game, but, like... just... had to be them. Had to be, like, around the time the Switch was coming out. This is the type of shit that I talk about on the podcast, which I do plan on setting up some shit for, because I do want to get that podcast done. I think it's a sick idea. I'd love to do that, just to talk about random shit like video games and stuff. But yeah. But I'm excited now, because if we get a second trilogy, and if it's hopefully... Like, dude, I'd be hyped if it was released in, like, January or February. Like, if they announced it and they were like, yeah, released today, and I'd be like, oh shit, well, okay. Guess I'll start the marathon. Like, at that point, I'd be like, yep, doing it. And then, yeah, we'd complete all those games, and then wait till 7 comes out, just like this game. And that'd be a game that I'd probably play, like, with my brother, and I'd also be playing it myself. I might even play Spirit of Justice myself if I were to do a marathon, because, like, Spirit of Justice I know some things about, but I'm also kind of, like, blind to it, you know? It's like I have, like, it's the eye patch over the eye. It's like, yeah, I can see some things, like, I can see some of the story, just don't know the other half. Can't see the other half. And I could, like, view the stuff, but I kind of want to wait, almost. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Here's what I'll say. If a YouTuber I enjoy watching, or a streamer I enjoy watching, plays Spirit of Justice, well, shit. In that case, I'm watching it. Like, fuck. Let's switch back. Yeah, you get to see the camera for a second. Alright. Let's finally get to Yakuza 7. I just wanted to talk about that, because why not? Let's do it. I'm ready. Were we low in health? I guess we were. But yeah, I'm excited as shit for Ace Attorney 7, as well as the re-release of the trilogy. And kind of a bit of the game we never got. Alright. How do I pull up the phone again? Oh, there it is. So I know there's DLC shit. Alright. Alright, just wanted to make sure I had all the costumes. And all that shit. And hey, we have the slots available, so we can do that now. If we wanted to. Damn. I have no items. I should probably fix that. There we go. So we're here. Alright. I guess we'll just do the story shit, because why not? We always have none, but if we need to heal. Pick the bad time to do that.
Oh, boy.
Yep. Alright. Normally I would actually read that, but unfortunately picked a bad time to eat food there. Also just checking something. Alright, cool. Let's move. Bump into everyone. We have some monitors. We might be able to make some improvements. Can we not talk to him yet? I guess not. No, please. I'm just trying to talk to this person. Thank God. Good evening. Totally ripped. Yep. Behind the scenes. But if you're in a restaurant, oh, that would mean you're... I'm a theater stagehand. People think working backstage is easy, but you're gonna be pretty fit to do all that heavy lifting. He is actually kind of right. He is legitimately right. Like, yeah, that shit is kind of fucking heavy.